The reason why you feel lost is because you struggle to set a meaningful goal that you can stick to long term. Instead, we chase these quick dopamine goals that, sure, they're way easier, but they're equally less important. It's just some goal that someone else has recommended for us, and we want to achieve them just to get some instant gratification and validation that we can live up to that person's expectations of what is good. And we do this because we think that it's way easier to listen what someone else thinks we should do instead of making our own decision of what is actually aligns to us and what is good for us. It is because of this fact of human nature that people like Hitler was able to come to power, because we want someone to decide for us what we should do. We don't want to make the decisions ourselves because that's hard, that takes responsibility. We would rather someone else make the decision and tell us what to do, even though that means that it doesn't even align to us as individuals. We just want a quick solution, but quick solutions don't last. That's why Hitler's empire didn't work. He had this stupid idea that people thought was good because it was just quick and appealing and easy, but it never works because it's not adapted to the individual persons. It's different for everyone, so something that's gonna work for one person won't work for the others. That's why two people who do the same thing never gets the same results, because we're all different. So sure, of course you can listen to other people and learn from their mistakes and what they have to say, what they recommend, but do not think that they know everything about you, that they can make a decision of what you should do. That's just not possible. They don't know basically anything about you. Probably we don't even know about ourselves to make the decision. That's why we shouldn't let others decide for us what we should do. You have to make your own decision. And we need to trust ourselves and listen to our own desires instead of the expectations others have on us of what we should do. We can't live up to the expectations of what we think is good. We have to actually listen to our own desires and what we believe is right, and take action on what we believe is right. Otherwise we're gonna be lost, because we realize that the thing that someone told us, it didn't even work. Like, sure, it was good and maybe we achieved the result, but it doesn't feel fulfilling because it's not actually aligned to us. It's what someone told us was good for us, but it's not actually what was meant for us from the very beginning, because it doesn't align to the path that we're supposed to go on. It's just that some expectation that someone set upon us of what we should do. So learn to listen to yourself instead of having others decide what you should do. You need to get rid of this external noise that disrupts who you are and changes the one that you're supposed to be. You can't let others change who you are, because then you're never gonna live a fulfilled life, because you never live the life that you were meant to live. We need to learn to carefully observe the truth and actually listen to ourselves and others also, of course, but we can't expect that they will know a quick solution for us. We actually need to make our own decisions. And once we observe the truth and we can see carefully, instead of just judging and making quick assumptions and everything, and just observing, meditating. That's why meditation is so powerful. That's why we do it every single day. We meditate so that we can stop judging and making these quick assumptions and actually just observe the truth. Because once we can see the truth, we're not gonna make the wrong decision. If we know what is truth and what is good, it's so hard to go against that. It's just gonna be painful to continue lying to yourself and live in this willful blindness of trying to get rid of the truth and push it off and do this easier thing instead, because it's more comfortable. But once you know the truth exactly and you know the truth, you're not going to want to do the opposite, because you're just gonna feel terrible because you're doing something that you know is wrong. So it's important that we can observe, and that's why people who achieve the greatest things are people who can observe and be tolerant and actually just take in the truth, what they believe is right and what others believe is right, and make a good decision themselves based upon that truth, not just following quick desires of others and expectations that they have on them. Instead, you need to observe the truth And once you can see the truth and stop blinding yourself and going with this easy solution, like for example Hitler had this quick solution to save the world or whatever, and people fell for it. Of course that's not gonna work. It's not that easy. We need to be able to see more of the truth and realize that we're never gonna be able to see the truth fully. And that means that what we currently know is insufficient. And that's good, because that means that we can continue learn more of the truth. And the more that we can see the truth, the better decision we're going to make, and it's going to align more to ourselves and just make the world a better place. So if you feel lost, stop letting others' expectations decide what you should do, and make your own well-informed decisions. Thanks for listening to this video, and I'll see you in the next one.